Today we're going to look at that, as well as uncovering some of the, well, the bullshit side of protein intake, which we might get in trouble for doing that, but that's okay. Hey guys and girls, it's Russ once more. Today's video, how much protein should I eat per day? This was sent to me by website member David. He emailed in, he said, Russ, my friends give me completely different advice regarding protein intake. I don't know which one is right. One of them tells him to eat 200 grams a day. One of them tells him to eat 190 grams a day. And they both make it sound like if he doesn't do it their way, he's not going to get results. So what's the truth? How much should I eat per day? Today we're going to look at that, as well as uncovering some of the, well, the bullshit side of protein intake, which we might get in trouble for doing that, but that's okay. First of all, you mentioned in your email about government guidelines. They tell you, even further still, they tell you to have under 100 grams a day. Don't pay too much attention to government guidelines. One thing I've always hated as a trainer is that people are told to follow these guidelines. They're based on individuals who are largely sedentary, inactive, well, it's general population, right? And they'll tell you to go as low as half a gram of protein per pound of body weight, which for me, I weigh about 180 pounds doing this video now. I'd be on about 90 grams of protein per day, which is nowhere near enough to support muscle growth. Remember, those government guideline targets are based on people who are not going to the gym, trying specifically to build more lean muscle. Okay? So ignore those. But between your two friends, which one is right, if any? Well, most studies conclude that so long as you're getting about 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight, then that is sufficient enough to maximize the anabolic response to training. Okay? So in your video, you mentioned that you're 180 pounds, same as me right now. About 180 would do it. However, I want to point something out to you. There's not a lot of difference between 200 and 180. So, do you need me to say it? It's bullshit. Okay? If your entire training regime has become based on the difference between 180 and 200 grams of protein, you can drive yourself fucking crazy. I never ever hit my target dead on. I certainly wouldn't stress if I went a little bit over or a little bit under, okay? As long as you're in that right ballpark figure, honestly, you can drive yourself crazy doing it, okay? Now, so most studies conclude about 1 gram per pound is okay, alright? So that's where I would start. Now, there is some interesting research in protein intake which recommends that you could go as high as 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So for me at 180 pounds, they would suggest I eat, what's that, like 270 grams of protein per day. It's interesting, the results weren't massively better, to be honest, than the 1 gram per pound. However, the interesting thing to note about these studies is that they're only ever generally brought up and hailed as massively better by either supplement companies or people who own supplement companies. Okay, why? Because if you weighed 200 pounds, you'd need 350 grams of protein per day based on those targets, and you'd be heavily reliant in most cases on drinking protein shakes and mass gaining shakes. And it's a business, right? It's a money business. So yeah, me personally, as long as you're hitting 1 gram, you're okay. I tend to fall somewhere in between those two targets. I aim for about 1.2 grams per day. At 180 pounds, that puts my target somewhere around the 215 mark. I never hit it dead on, and that just gives me the best of both worlds. And that's it. Don't worry about it. Okay? Hope this video helped you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I really appreciate you watching the videos. There's plenty more to come. Send your questions in through the site. And hey, join up to russhowpti.com. It's free, and you get all of my full training programs as well. Cheers. What's next?
Hey, I'm Amanda Laker from Team GB. Check out the workouts from Russ Howe PTI.